Kendra back with US TV, and I'm just here with a quick video, real quick, guys. And this video is going to be titled "They Lied to Us," and they still lie to us to this day. Now, I don't know if y'all seen this video right here. Former enslaved people filmed speaking about their experience enslaved in America in 1968. I want y'all to take a look at this video, and I got some math that ain't mathing, right? 1968 is what they say these slaves, they were slaves. Now let me explain, if y'all don't know, slavery is employment. It's indentured servitude, but that's beyond the fact. I'm going to punch a hole in what they saying right now, right? Okay, hold on, they ain't going to let me speak it, y'all, excuse me. The year, now it was in 1865, I believe. Exactly. December 6, 1865. Now, they said these people were former enslaved people filmed speaking about their experience of being enslaved in America in 1968. Now let's do the math, because that math ain't mathing. That don't make sense right now. How is it possible for these people to be former slaves and slavery in 1968 when slavery was abolished in 1865? Do you understand how that's not mathing? So how that's not making sense? So if you take 1865, you minus it by 1960, 68, these people would have to be 103 years old. You understand me? That woman, don't mistake me for somebody 103 years old. Do you understand me? At all. And it's no way in hell she was a slave in 1865 or prior to, right? It was abolished in 1865. And if you see that post, she's talking about a long life of slavery, which means that it was even before 1865, which means it would be 100 some odd years after the fact. You see how they lie to us in plain sight and we believe this shit? Because we believe conceptual art. And they're sitting here lying to you. It's not possible for them to have been slaves in that time of slavery in America. So what the hell are they talking about? Slavery was abolished in 1865, right? So what enslavement would they have even been in? She looks no more than 70? The man looked no more than 70. Even if they were 80, they still would not be in the timeline. They would have been children. Not even children. I'm sorry, scratch that. They wouldn't have even been born 100 years from now. They're only looking like 70, 80 years old. Not even like 60. So it's like, it's no way in hell those people were slaves. But they tell y'all that. You get what I mean? You get what I mean? Those people can be hired actors. That's how bad this lie is. That they will hire people to deceive us. And being a slave does not denote to being African. Why? Because we know that Asian slaves were in America, right? They were from Asia. We know that the Sri Lankans, Chinese, Indonesians, Japanese, Filipinos, Vietnamese, we know that they came to America as slaves. We also know that the Scottish and the Irish, though they were brown-skinned folk, also came over as slaves. They had the Sephardic Jews that were exiled out of Portugal and Spain. The Portuguese and Spanish, also slaves. All not from Africa, right? We know that the Slavic folks, right, from Russia, Ukraine, Austria, and near the Caspian Sea, we know that those peons were brought to America as slaves as well, also not from Africa. So being a slave don't denote to African. I don't know why they keep on trying to make that add up, but it doesn't, because any and everybody has been a slave. As a matter of fact, the American Indians were the first to be enslaved in America, which is a true transatlantic slave trade, right? Because we know that in 1492, when Christopher Columbus sailed, and Balboa, several other Spanish and Portuguese who came over here from being exiled, came over here to conquer the land and enslaved many different Indian nations. And when they did that, they were selling stolen Indians or Indians who were captured as a result of warring with them. They would take these Indians and they would ship them throughout the country of America, the United States. And sometimes they would ship them, out of state, right? They would export them and import them all throughout the Americas, South America, North America, Caribbean island. We even know that they shipped some to Europe. Also, they shipped some to Africa, right? That's how the Portuguese and the Spanish founded Cape Verde and Sierra Leone with the capturing of American Indian tribes that rebelled against their colonization. So, when they're telling you that these people with brown skin are African, or trying to be like, oh, they were enslaved, why do you keep making us the face of slavery when white people were enslaved? Or do you keep on making us the face of slavery when Asians were slaves? That's what I don't understand. Why do you keep telling this fictitious story, trying to denote it to mean African when slavery has been a thing in every nation throughout the whole entire world, not just Africa, right? And as a matter of fact, there's no proof that African slaves were even brought to America. There's no proof of this at all. And you can check your archives. All these things that we hear about the African slave trade is literally conjecture and conceptual art, made up folklore stories. There's nothing to substantiate it, so I don't know why they keep trying to tell us these stories. I guess because they're trying to black people to see how many people bite the bait, but it's BS, right? It's BS, and there's no truth in this. So if you did watch that video, please do not be fooled. That is trash, okay? The real captivity was the American Indian. So I just wanted to end the video with American Indian tribes. There you go. Not those. We ain't put no Chino slaves up here. Okay? How Indian tribes used to look. Okay? Copper Indians, aka Negroes, aka Amerindians. Yes, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Don't let the smooth taste fool y'all. They just make this stuff up. Alright? Anyway. This is Kendra with Trust TV. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay up, stay blessed. Put God first above all else. And fight the deception. Fight through the deception, because it's all lies for real. Anyway, peace out. Bye.